Loyalty to country always. Loyalty to government when it deserves it. Well, now, that's the sort of sentence that gets me into trouble in polite company and earns me applause in saloons, and I prefer the latter anyhow. Let's straighten our collars and clear the air. I never had much use for blind allegiance, especially when it came with a flag in one hand and a club in the other. Country, yes. She's the old mother who raised you, fed you, made you laugh and weep, and taught you how to swing your legs over the edge of the earth and dream. But government? Government is like a hired hand. When he plows the field straight and tends the fence, you thank him kindly. When he drinks your whiskey and lets the cows run wild, you show him the gate. In my time, we had our fair share of charlatans dressed in patriotism like wolves in wool coats. They talked about liberty with one tongue and passed corrupt laws with the other. I watched senators croon about justice while lining their pockets with the gold teeth of the poor. And the press, heaven help us, the press sometimes wagged its tail to whichever hand held the largest bone. But through it all, I loved my country. Loved her rivers, her people, her cantankerous soul. And that love gave me the duty, not just the right, but the duty, to speak out when her so-called stewards acted more like burglars than guardians. Now in your time, I see the same game, only it's played with brighter screens and darker shadows. Your government lies with algorithms instead of ink, sells fear instead of tobacco, and when caught red-handed, it blames the very hands that fed it. And you, good citizens, you're caught between reverence and revulsion, not knowing if that lump in your throat is pride or nausea. Let me remind you of something. Dissent is not disloyalty. Questioning your government does not make you a traitor. It makes you a steward of your country's better angels. The real patriots are not the ones who shout the loudest, but those who care enough to whisper truth when it's dangerous. You see, country is not synonymous with government. Country is land and people and possibility. Government is structure, man-made and malleable, like clay in the potter's hand. And any structure left unattended will sink into rot or tyranny. So I advise you, every last mother's child among you, keep your hearts devoted to country, but your eyes skeptical of government. Praise her when she protects the weak, challenges the powerful, and expands the circle of dignity. But when she bullies, deceives, or turns the machinery of power against the common soul, oppose her, loudly if need be. For today I see wars fought on truths and lies, not just on battlefields, but in hearts and minds. Flags waved not out of love, but out of rage. Your task, if you dare to call yourselves patriots, is not to idolize government, but to discipline it. And tomorrow? Well, tomorrow is always a riddle, but if you want your grandchildren to inherit a country worthy of their dreams, then you must act like more than consumers of comfort. You must be curators of conscience. So when you see injustice, speak. When you see incompetence, challenge it. When you see corruption, expose it. But when you see beauty, protect it. When you see compassion, nurture it. When you see truth, no matter how bitter, stand beside it. Country is an idea, and ideas only endure when brave people refuse to let them rust. My parting words? Fly your flag, yes, but don't sew your lips shut with the same thread. Raise your voice with your colors, and never confuse obedience with honor. The former makes good sheep, the latter makes good citizens. So go on now, love your country, question your government, and keep your humor sharp, your wit sharper, and your pen ready. Mark Twain, channeled for the 21st century.